Hello everyone, I am Nitin Mohod and today we are going to see the generalized instrumentation system. Here in generalized instrumentation system, basically this is a measurement system and that's why its parallel name is generalized measurement system. It has five main functional elements or five main functional blocks in its block diagram. You can see the diagram. Here there are five different blocks. The first one is primary sensing element. Next is variable conversion element. Thereafter variable manipulation element. Then data transmission element. And the last is data presentation element, which is actually an output element where the final output is displayed or indicated. Measurand or the quantity to be measured. Measurand means the quantity to be measured first comes in contact with this primary sensing element, and this primary sensing element is also called detector transducer stage. So we will see blockwise explanation of all the blocks so that it will be clear to understand. So first block is a primary sensing element. What it does, it sends the measurand, that is the quantity to be measured, and convert it to an analog electrical signal. Analog electrical signal is a continuous signal, and this conversion is done by a device which is called transducer. Now transducer is what? So transducer converts energy from one form to another form. But this definition of transducer has limitation so far the electrical quantities are concerned. And therefore, the more proper definition of transducer is a device which converts or which is converting physical quantity into an electrical quantity. Hence, the first stage of measurement system which does two functions. One is it detects the measurand and it transduced the measurand. Transduce means transform the measurand or the quantity to be measured into another form. That's why it's called as the detector transducer stage. Second block, that is variable conversion element. It converts input to an output in an acceptable form by the next stage. For example, if output of a previous block is analog, while the next stage accepts the data in digital form only, then it is a must to convert analog into digital. That is to convert the analog signal into a digital form, and for this we will require AD converter, that is analog to digital converter, and hence we can say here variable conversion element which is being used in this particular example is a AD converter. The third block is variable manipulation element. What it does, it manipulates the signal without disturbing its nature. This is important because the originality of the signal is not disturbed or the nature of the signal is not disturbed. For example, voltage amplifier, what it does, it just amplifies the signal voltage. And this element, that is variable manipulation element, can be either before or after the variable conversion element as per the requirement or as per the measurement we are going to do. Before transmitting the signal, certain operations are done on the signals as per the requirements, which are, there are two types of functions or operations done on the signal, and they are linear operations in which the amplification, attenuation, integration, differentiation, addition and subtraction means functions like this, all these functions will come under the linear operations, while the nonlinear operations like modulation, detection, sampling, filtering, chopping, clipping and clamping needs to be performed on the signal so as to be acceptable by the next stage. Meaning is it is always scared that what form the next stage accepts the signal, and accordingly the signal is processed in the previous stage so that it will be acceptable by the next stage. And this is called, or these processes are called signal conditioning, because what we are doing, we are actually conditioning the signal so as to be acceptable by the next stage. Fourth block is a data transmission element, where different elements of an instruments when different elements of an instruments are physically separated, means they are at some distance from each other, then the data is actually required to be transmitted from one element to another element, and this function is done by the data transmission element. This is generally useful when the data is to be transferred from one element to another which are physically separated from each other. Fifth block is a data presentation element. So here information about the quantity under measurement is to be conveyed to a person who is supervising or handling it, or to a system for monitoring, control or analysis purpose is done, and this is done by data presentation element. Now we have seen all the five blocks, and in the fifth block, the data presentation element, we are coming across the final output. Means quantity to be measured is applied here at the beginning, that is primary sensing element, and that quantity to be measured is processed successively through these blocks, and finally in a readable form or in a indicative form the data will be available in a data presentation element. In short, what is being done here, the data or quantity to be measured, that is obtained in a readable form which can be easily read by the supervisor, or it can be used as an indicator or for any other purpose. As an example, I would like to tell you that if we consider the speedometer of a two-wheeler, then on speedometer we can directly see the speed of the vehicle with which it is running. But do we get that speed directly? No. There is a system which is working for displaying the speed. How it is done? See, the front wheel of the two-wheeler is connected to one cable. The another end of that cable is connected to the speedometer. So when the wheel rotates at some speed, similarly the cable which is being connected to that particular wheel is also rotating around itself, and that's why it is providing certain motion to the pointer, and accordingly the pointer on the speedometer moves across the readings of the speed, and you are getting the speed directly. You can read the speed from the speedometer. Means what? The speed of the vehicle is read through number of processes, so it has to go through number of processes and then it is read. All the data generalized instrumentation systems are not containing all the blocks. Some of them may be having 2 blocks, 3 blocks, or even 5 blocks. But all in general, the measurement system, generalized measurement system or generalized instrumentation system always has 5 blocks, and these are those 5 blocks which are required. I hope this topic is clear to you. Thanks for watching. Thank you.